Don't be ashamed to feel like something's wrong with you. Reach out to that person. Because even though for some reason you would think the world is better off without you, I promise you,
it's not.
There is one person here in this world that loves that you're here and would hate to be at your funeral bearing you. So,
I mean, if y'all need somebody to talk to, if y'all just need a vent, man, we're here.
Reach out to Last Release too. We got you.
Look at people who survived things like this. You know, they're always grateful that somebody helped them or somebody was there and they made it.
Oh yeah, for sure. It always gets better. So just hang in there.
Here we go.
It's okay, bro. Chill. It's not that serious.
Something about drinking a challenge just takes a whole lot better.
But honestly, though, look at us and look at y'all.
Yo, welcome back to San Leone Boys. It's your boy Griffin.
What's going on? Is your boy El being El Paquete out right now.
Hello, my name is Adon. Of course, we have Bazzo the Great. We have a few people off camera, so thank you. Thank you to the live audience. And I know we're usually very lighthearted and we're all about the laughs today. And we will, of course, we'll keep it lighthearted and we will laugh today. But a little bit more of a serious topic as far as the guest that we come on. Is part of the owners of Labs Louise. For those people that don't know, Labs Louise is a organization working to be a nonprofit organization, a charity, and mainly focusing on mental health by doing that through something where you have to do a physical health thing, which I feel like they go hand in hand, your physical and your mental health, by doing a yearly 5K every year and trying to bring awareness to mental health. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce Mr. Miguel Pimento.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Hey.
Welcome to the show, brother. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So I guess just a quick question for people that don't know, which I guess it can't be quick really, but can you just tell the people what Labs Louise is?
Yeah,
and how it got created?
Sure. So recently, well, not too recently, a few years ago, my friend had passed away from suicide on Christmas. Yeah, it was Christmas. And we were a little bit shook by that. So we just didn't want to see that happen to anyone else. We didn't want anyone to go through that again. So we really just created this in memory of him and everyone else who's gone through that. So our organization really focuses on mental health and suicide prevention. Luis was a cross-country star. He was really good at it. So we thought we'd do a 5K in his memory to help raise funds and just help the community out.
Yeah. And and I feel like, if it hasn't, we haven't touched already, trigger warnings for anybody that, we're all going to talk about mental health and suicide. And I feel like it's a very hard topic for a lot of people and kind of almost like, we don't talk about that kind of stuff or we just, whatever, go through it, especially as men.
Like we try to ignore it.
I feel like, it's like, you can't talk about that. You might be weak in a sense, but I feel like it's definitely gotten a lot more light as of lately, I think. And did you notice anything in your friend Luis whenever?
That's the really difficult part about suicide. I don't feel like I really knew what was going on, because I hung out with him pretty constantly, almost on a daily basis. And sometimes you just really can't tell what's going on in a person's mind. So you just got to always be that person to, reach out and actually ask, hey, how you doing? Are you doing okay?
Right.
Just a little check-in every now and then, keep in touch with people.
So it was like was it like a shock to you when it happened? Like, man, I didn't see it coming from him or anything like that.
Yeah, it really was. It really was, honestly.
Damn. I feel like that's the worst thing about suicide, right? Because it's like, especially when somebody close to you, where it's like, damn, why didn't they tell me? Like, why didn't they mention it to me?
And then you're almost at the point where like, did I do something wrong? Could I have changed something? Because I've definitely
could I have reached out more?
Yeah.
Or could I have done something more?
Because I know I've had friends recently. I remember being like, I used to be close to like growing up, like in high school, and then a couple years later, like it's out like they caused the self harm, and I'm just like, it's just very sad. It's just very sad to think. I'm like, because you do kind of blame yourself almost. I'm like, I should have done something more. Or I should have been more aware of signs or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you can do that, and then just sometimes, like I said, you just don't know what a person's going through. You can try to reach out, but sometimes it's just a little too much.
Yeah, and I feel like the point, like, I feel like that's a level of depression that like I can't even like understand. You know what I mean? Like for the point that you be so sad or like so depressed that you feel that helpless, where you're like, the only option I have is like to take my own life. I feel like it's just insane, man.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, man. And I feel like it's almost, I don't know. I feel like if you have someone that's been close to you and they did that, you almost feel like yeah, bro, you're selfish. Why would you do this too? Because I'm hurting. You didn't take away your pain. You gave it to somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you gave whatever you were feeling, you gave that to somebody that was missing you or that loves you. And now they feel that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, it's hard. So how else do you guys help with, as far as like help battling mental health?
So as far as like spreading awareness and just bringing the community together and helping people like speak out. So all the money that we raise for this event goes towards people who can apply through our organization to receive therapy sessions, psychiatric help, just anything they really need. And it's free of charge. We cover all of it. So I would say since we started last year in this community alone, we've done about 100 paid therapies.
Wow. Oh, really? Wow. Mm-hmm. That's good. So I guess backtrack a little bit. So obviously the very misfortunate incident, happened with Luis. And then when were you guys see where you could do this kind of organization? I guess the creation of it. Where did you see? I'm like, oh, we can make something to help bring the awareness.
Something positive out of a negative.
Right. Thank you.
I don't really know. It's kind of like a spontaneous thing. We obviously went through that grieving period, and then we just, as a collective, like groups of friends, family, we just decided that this isn't something that, that should be going on, that we should actually do something about it. And we just started off with an idea. My friend Raul thought about it originally, and we just ran with it, and it is what it is today now.
Literally, because they do a 5K.
Just run.
They ran with it.
Yo, we're actually going to be running that 5K.
Yeah, George was pissed whenever he found out that he was doing it. He's like, I'm going to run?
I fucking suck at cardio,
Hey, you
man.
can walk too.
Yeah, you can walk.
I got to run.
As long as you participate in it.
Yeah,
I think
for
it's...
sure.
Or jog at least.
Nah, I got my own goal.
Speed walk.
I got to beat it in 30 minutes.
Damn, George.
5K what? That's what, 3 miles or something? That's
3.2.
You said what, 30 minutes?
3.2, I think.
30 minutes.
I feel like that's doable.
That's kind of
Pretty,
fast.
that's pretty fast.
I don't think I could do that. I don't.
I got to do it in 30 minutes.
I was like in the best shape I've ever been was like barely leaving boot camp. Whenever I first listened when I was 19 years old, I ran like 3-something miles. It's like a 5K in 21 minutes. And that's the best shape I've ever been in. There's no way I'm doing that now.
I feel like you run. I feel like you run a lot. How do you get over like that first like
tired feeling?
that first 3 to 4 minutes of like being tired? Like,
oh, I don't know. Eventually you just...
Because like in the beginning when you get that feeling of like, man, I should just stop.
Yeah. Every day when I wake up, I should just stop. I run and I don't know. Just eventually, I think your body gets used to it and you get a rhythm. Mainly, it's a rhythm. Because next thing you know, you're just doing like literally, I literally feel a rhythm when I'm running. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just kind of get in motion. I guess it's weird.
Yeah, I feel like I'm super fast, right? I'm fast. I'm really fast.
No, he's fast as hell.
I'm fast, but he doesn't want to race me though. He's never wanted to race me.
But like short distance,
Yeah, sprinting.
But I feel like once it gets to like longer distances, I like gas out too much. Man.
Yeah, life's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
I think it's just because I'm competitive.
Life's a marathon, not a sprint.
Life's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, I'm competitive. So like right off the bat, I want to like pass everybody, but then I get really tired and everybody passes
that's
me.
how it
So
usually goes.
you ain't that competitive, man.
No, I'm competitive at first, and then I give up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, and I feel like doing something where it's like physically active, it's good.
Oh yeah, for sure. Healthy body, healthy mind.
And I feel like
that
goes hand in hand. It really
sure.
does. Because I feel like a lot of times when people wonder, I'm like, I don't know, I just don't feel well. I'm like, well, and then I'll say this, I do drink, right? I'm occasionally drunk. And
you were drunk.
Yeah. And but I don't know, I have some balance, whether it's like, every day after work, I'm gonna go to the gym or go for a run. I like to stay active, right? And because you can't just constantly, with alcohol or drugs or whatever, you're poisoning your body. You're literally,
yeah, for sure.
It's toxins, literal toxins. And if you're not doing anything else other than that, it's only one way. And it's just like one really deep, dark.
Yeah, you need different outlets, whether it be like reading, drawing, a good hobby, take your mind off of things.
Freestyling.
Yeah, battle rapping.
Yeah, battle rapping. If that's your thing, go for it.
So, and that's why I feel like it's good to like also bring in the walking element. Like we're like, oh, this is, we're going to walk for, to
3
bring
miles.
awareness.
Yeah.
So I think that's good as far as like for the, like the actual mental health as far as, physical health goes hand in hand. And so with that being done, And how do you go about, I guess, creating? I mean, even an organization. Do you like go like talk to City Hall? Are we doing? You have to register your name in any kind of way, or
Congressman, you know the congressman?
I'm really not too sure about that. I work a little bit behind the scenes. I'm more about like registration and things like that. That was my role in there.
Yo, Don actually has the phone number to the mayor of
yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah, the mayor of Dalton, not Georgia. Is there a mayor? There's not a mayor.
No, it's a governor. It's a governor.
No, he has Brian Kemp's phone
Mayor,
number.
governor, president.
Yeah.
He has Brian Kemp's phone number.
It was from a long time ago. Him with a passport. It was long. Whatever. Actually, it was like a couple years ago.
It was a year ago.
Yeah,
but he has his phone number. So if you want it, we'll give it to you after the podcast.
Yeah, we can do a run across Georgia.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
There's a run when I used to live in New York. There was a run across the state of New York, which is crazy.
Oh,
bro.
you live in New York?
Yeah.
How
You know that, George.
long is that run?
I have no idea how many
It's a
miles
marathon, so I think it's like about 20-something miles.
What's a marathon? 20-something?
No, this is
how
way-
long?
this
how
is
long
way-
is a marathon, Bazzo?
24 miles is a marathon.
Is it 24?
Yeah. But no, this is way more
Never
than a
mind,
marathon.
Bazzo.
This is-
Way
yeah. This is like a days. Like they ran for a couple of days and they kind of like stopped, slept,
Yo,
and then kept
Bazzo
running.
said, I'm out of here. I'm not going to Google nothing.
I'm tired of looking up stuff for you guys.
Yo, Bazzo just exited building. So.
But I feel like one thing you guys do also with the run, aside from the physical aspect of it, is give these give people that feel like alone or helpless like a sense of community. You know, like that you can come and you have like friends or like people that are gonna support you. Like I feel like it's something to look forward to because I feel like a lot of people in life don't have that. You know, they don't have like something to look forward to. And I feel like you guys give them that, and I feel like that's something very, very positive.
No, yeah, definitely. So what I feel like we do is we just bring comfort to people, because sometimes it could be difficult talking about things. You might not want to tell your parents or your best friend. It might be a little bit more personal than that. So, I mean, that's why they're called personal things. So we offer them like therapy sessions. Why not?
Because I've definitely, I don't know, meeting people or whatever, seeing people that are like, oh, why would I pay somebody to talk to or whatever, like whenever I could just talk to somebody that I'm close with. They're never going to be a complete unbiased person, right? Because if they're your friend, whatever, there's still some kind of bias because they know you.
Yeah.
And
leave her, dude. Let's go party. Just leave her,
I'm
dog.
like, bro, come on, dog. Let's go put on the X. I don't know.
Like you have a little bit more of a firsthand experience about it.
Yeah, so I just personally myself, I recently started seeing a therapist, and I was actually diagnosed with anxiety and depression, and I know I had anxiety, and then like I remember her saying like, "Oh, you have depression," and I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, "But I'm not sad. I'm like a sad person." And then we just kept talking, and then like the more, and I'm not gonna go too into details as far as what she was saying, but I remember her asking me a question, and I'm like, well, one way she was like, "How do you express your anxiety or the way things you do?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'll work out, I'll go for a run, or I'll drink." She's like, "What if you can't?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "What if you can't drink?" I was like, "I don't know. Then I'll go for a run." He's like, "What if you can't?" Then I'm like, and I don't know. I just remember like just feeling, I don't know. It was like looking inside of myself, and I literally started crying, dog. I didn't know because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know there's this weird outlet. So but point is, therapy is, you need it more than you think you do.
Yeah, I'm a testament of it. I've gone to therapy for a few years already. And sometimes I feel like I don't even need to. My mom's like, "Hey, you should go see your therapist." I'm like, "Everything's going great though." And she's like, well, it doesn't have to go bad for you to go to therapy,
Yeah.
I just keep in touch, just keep track of yourself, keep yourself in check. And
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's true. I feel like one thing I'm like, oh no, but I'm good now. You don't need therapy, but it's not just whenever you're, just whenever you're good when you need therapy. Like, I don't know, it's good, and they I don't know. Like I said, it's I guess a lot of it. For me, initially, it was like them just talking. You get to know you, and I'm like, I would just talk, and then after a while, they start peeling back layers and trauma and things you were hiding from, and next thing, like, this is why you always wear your sunglasses indoors. And I'm just like,
right.
Well, see, it's like one thing my parents always said, like, oh, like when you're going through like a hard time, you always like pray to God. Like you always like, oh, God, help me through this. But when you're going through like something good, you never be like, yo, thank you, God.
Oh, yeah,
or anything like that. Like you never like look towards God or anything like that. Like, oh, you always look towards him whenever you're going through something hard. My parents were always like, you need to like be grateful for like him being there all the time. It's like I guess it's like the same thing with like therapy. Like, you know, if you're going through good, like you're doing good, like you're on a good streak, like whole year you're doing good.
Yeah.
I mean, you still need to go to like therapy.
Yeah, why not
like,
keep it up? Yeah. And same thing with just perspective, like you said, just because it's good, you know, it's good. But like, I forgot where I heard, probably on a podcast, not this one though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably this one, dude.
This one, you know,
Probably one that doesn't matter that much, you know?
Not as big as us, probably, but
yeah, you can go through a bunch of things all day. You can have a ton of great things happen to you all day, and then one little inconvenience happens.
and why? Why is that? Why is that? As
like,
humans,
It's like one of those things where it's like if you have $100 and you lose $1, you're not gonna throw away the other 99.
Yeah.
You know
Or
what
like
I mean?
even
Yeah.
comments, man. Like you have one bad comment out of 100 comments. Like you stay focused on that bad comment.
No, it's not even that too. It's just like being present and like really being grateful for what you do have goes a long way too, you know. Let's say all your friends are going out to party and stuff and you're just at home. I mean, guess what? You're at home. You're doing fine. You can just eat a snack, watch a movie. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
there's nothing wrong with the simple things in life, and you just always got to be grateful and have a positive outlook. Even though sometimes it might be a little hard, just take a step back and be like, you know what, I'll be good.
Or grateful that you even have friends, man. Like a lot of people don't have like, you know,
yeah,
like
that's
friends
true.
or like anything to look forward to. Like I was saying earlier, like in the week or anything like that. And I feel like that's where a lot of like depression comes. Is like I'm one of those people. I love being alone. Like I never mind. I don't mind being alone. But man, after like a couple of days or like a week, like, you know, that shit gets, you know,
Yeah, it
it's
gets
like,
old,
man,
it
I
gets
just want
old.
to talk to somebody. I just want to hang out with somebody, like, you know. So me imagining not having that, like to me, that sounds like crazy, bro. Like, man, I don't know. I feel like that's one of those things where I'm like, if I didn't have like the people around me, you know, like Griffin, you know, Bazzo or Don, like I don't even know where I would be. You know
In
what I
that
mean?
order?
Huh?
In that order.
Definitely that order. Yeah.
I'm last.
Well, backwards though.
Oh no,
I'm last. Okay.
No, I feel like because I'm as much as I would like love to be like, oh, I would love to just get paid to do literally nothing, but I can't wake up and not have
Some sort of reason.
some sort of reason. I gotta wake because I gotta go to work. I gotta wake because I do the podcast, and yeah, just having like not a sense of a purpose sounds.
You got to be
rough.
busy. Stay busy.
Yes.
Stay busy
Oh.
with good stuff too.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
And it's great to go out and party sometimes, have your fun. I know. Me and Luis partied back in our day too.
Right.
I mean, it's still my day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know.
No, yeah, definitely. I don't want to, you know, make it sure or make. I don't want to come up here make it seem like a hypocrite either, because I do. I mean, bro, I smoke. I go out to parties, whatever. I drink. I go out to bars.
Yeah, it's real
girls
life.
everywhere.
Not everybody's.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hella girls.
Yeah,
dude.
promiscuous sex all the time.
Yeah,
that guy.
he probably has herpes, I think.
Premarital sex, all that. But
Sinning.
as long as, I don't know. I mean, and honestly, maybe I do drink more than I should. You know, and I feel like my therapist has even told me that, and I'm like, you're right. But I don't know, man. It's just one step at a time. It's one day at a time.
Yeah, you got to, and that's the thing too. You got to take it one day at a time.
And you can't lie to yourself. I'm not going to be up here and be like, you should, like, whatever, preach to you when I'm not doing the same. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't know. I just don't want.
But what steps are you doing to like not drink so much though? You know?
So I will say, I don't think I've drank as much as I used to, for sure. Because I feel like, I remember first getting out of the Marine Corps when I was got active duty and whatever, and got out of active duty, my active duty contract, and I was just reserves, and I was lost. I mean, like literally, I would buy a fifth of whiskey by Friday, it'd be gone by Saturday night.
In a brown paper bag the whole time.
Like a gentleman,
Right?
like
Not
a
even
gentleman.
cold.
no.
like you're in your house. Who are you hiding this from?
Yeah, this is in a brown paper bag the whole time, dude.
What is what's something that you're doing actively to try to help with your mental health?
Besides, I would say counseling, and then actually, which is crazy, and I feel bad for saying, but she was talking about like maybe you're thinking about prescribing some medications, and at first I was very reluctant to do it.
Like
But,
antidepressants?
Yeah, like antidepressant, anti-anxiety medications, and I'm like, well, I don't know, because like it goes back to the thing where she was telling me. And she's like, oh, I'm like, oh, then what are you going to do? How do you relax? I was like, oh, I'll drink or I'll go for a run. I'm like, what if you can't do either of those? What if you can't do either of those? You know, I'm like, you're self-made medicating, but you think it's okay because you're doing it by running. It's something active. But you can't, every time you feel bad or you have this feeling, you can't just
always do that.
You can't just always go for a run. You can't just always have a drink.
It's a lot deeper than just the physical, because
Yeah.
it's a lot of hormones, neurological things like
And that's
that.
what she said. I'm like, it sounds like a chemical imbalance. Like there's something more there. It's like, so no, you just don't want to take these actual medications, but you already are self-medicating. And I try to like,
Yeah, I take medicine for depression. And at first I was pretty reluctant too. But I mean, it changed my life. That shit changed my life. Like I take Cymbalta. I don't drink as much as I used to either, just because I don't need to. You know, I don't feel the need to do it. Like I mean, I still go to the gym. I drink occasionally. But
How much you bench?
Not 225. That's for sure.
Yo, my thing is I can't trust anybody who doesn't bench 3 plates.
3 plates, man.
That 3 plates is a lot. Though. It's a lot.
no, he doesn't trust like a lot of people. So
No, I'm just kidding.
What is
He must be sketched out all the time.
I just made that up the other day.
he must not trust a lot of people.
He actually carries a barbell and 6 plates on him at all times.
At all times.
If anybody,
Just in
anybody
case.
talks to him, he just pulls it out. Yo, try to pick that up, bro.
Yo, they tell me a fact, but yo, I don't believe you until you do this right here.
What's something you're doing for your mental health?
No, so like, no, like,
or maybe something you need to work on. You feel like, or
like not. I don't know.
to flex on everybody, but
No, like I stopped drinking New Year's, right? So like New Year's, once 12 o'clock hit, I stopped drinking. And I went 100 days without drinking.
Oh, dang. That's a lot, dude.
today was his first day.
And like for me, I've been drinking since I was like 14, 15, right? So I mean, it's not nothing to be proud about or anything like that, but like that's
Yeah,
what
it happens. Like this life is real, you know?
Yeah, so like I started drinking then, right? And like, you know, from then to now, I'm 29. So like I turned 29 in January. So like I went from like 14, 15 to 28 just drinking, right? Like always drinking, never like had like maybe I should like, slow down or stop or anything like that. Until it was just like a random like little challenge for myself. Like it's just me to me. And I was
kind of like mental fortitude, you know?
Yeah, so I was like, yo, like I go out to drink. I was like, I don't got no limit. Like I don't have like a point to be like, oh, I'm feeling good right now. I need to stop. So I was always like, I'm gonna go drink. I'm just gonna drink until like either I black out or I can't fucking drink no more. One of the two. So then like this year came around and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna see like how long I can go without drinking. And it opened my eyes up to a lot of things, because like going 100 days to like somebody who drinks like regularly, it's kind of crazy, because like you're just stopping like cold turkey and like you're not doing nothing for 100 days.
And then all your friends drink too. It's not like
Dude,
you weren't
and, like,
around
every
alcohol.
episode we'd be here, we would all be drinking.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, it takes a lot. It takes
So
a lot
like
for
I'm
people.
sitting in between these two guys that are always drinking, like while I'm like just here sober, like I'm just drinking water. And like that, it took like a lot of like mental
Discipline, bro.
Yeah. So like me just like seeing these guys, like seeing a fridge full of beer, or like people bringing in alcohol and stuff like that, them drinking in front of me, like
Girls everywhere.
yeah. So yeah.
Whatever, dude. Whatever.
So like it just took a lot of like self-discipline, and like I feel like that right there kind of like showed me as in like, yo, like if you can do this, if you can do 100 days of this, you can like literally go without it forever.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And like, I mean, me personally, I do like drinking. Like I like it as like not like to like cope with anything.
It's just fun, right?
Yeah.
It's
Like
fun.
it's cool to have it there. Like it's cool to like socialize. It's cool to like have it as like a, not like an outlet or anything like that, but just like to have it there. Like
Yeah.
you're able to do it.
Right.
And like now, like today, today was the first day I drank in like 100 days. And the first sip of like alcohol I had, I was like, yo, it's kind of nasty, dude. Like, why? Like, why do people do this? Like, like I went so long without it. Why do I need it now?
They drink it for the first time when you're like a kid or something.
Yeah, like,
oh,
I was like, man, I'm in high school. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell? Like, what is this? And like, I was like, bro, I used to do this shit like
On the
all the
reg.
time. And like, I used to love this shit. And like, I was like, bro, I can probably go without it. I was like, I can probably do the rest of my life without this shit. And like, I mean, now looking at it now, like I have a whole lot more of appreciation of people who don't drink.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I feel like I have like a whole lot more like self-control about it.
My understanding, too.
Yeah.
Wow. That's nice. Calvin, what do you for your mental health?
I don't know, man. I think I'm most of the time I'm pretty okay. I live alone, so I find myself on like those days where like I'm a little lonely, a little sad. But I feel
go to
like
your DMs. what are you doing lately?
Hella girls in your DMs.
Hella girls in your DMs.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
answer
So-
back to one of them.
yeah. So stop.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
You're enabling him. Let him figure out how to be alone.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just got like 56 girls in your DMs right now.
Yeah. But I think it's that. I think most of the time I'm good. I think one thing like recently that I've been trying to work on is like sometimes I build people up too much. You know what I mean? Like I feel like sometimes I give too much to of myself to people. Like I'm always like, you need something, just let me know. I got you. And I feel like I do. Sometimes I do all these things for people, and I don't do these things to like expect anything back.
But that's
then-
just how you are as a person.
But then when it doesn't happen to you, you're kind of like, what the fuck I did this to you?
Yeah. And it's
Yeah,
almost,
I get
like,
you.
damn, bro, all the love I've showed you, everything I've done for like this person, and it's like I don't feel it back, and it's almost like then I get disappointed. So I think it's kind of like I need to work on like, I know it sounds kind of fucked up, but only showing love to people that show me the same amount of love to me back.
No, not that too, but just giving it to yourself first.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
giving to yourself first is the biggest thing.
Because if you give it to yourself, then you're capable of letting it go for everyone else.
You
too.
can't love more than what you love yourself.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you were already like okay, then you gave to somebody else, you'd be fine with however that was. I like how you said that. I do. I like how you therapy. You've been. What are you? How many sessions are you in? dog?
I'm basically a therapist now.
That's true. You go
By
to
now.
therapy enough. I think you're a therapist.
Oh,
bro.
no, now when people say things, I'm like, look, sit down. How many?
No, and that's
Yo,
one
I
thing
love you
therapy really helps with. It helps you think things through, look at things, take a step back and just try to understand things. Like you don't always have to cope with stuff. Sometimes like it's good to have feelings and feel those feelings, let them do what they got to do, but you don't always have to stay there,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just weird how it works. It just does.
You have the picture that I sent you? All right, so I have a question.
Yeah.
I have.
This is a picture of a Don with a shirt off. What do you think about it?
Yo, how much do you think he benches?
No.
We do this
It's a
segment every time.
picture of a Dom with a shirt.
Well, if you saw the picture, you would say a lot of weight, brother. But that's not what we're doing. I have a
All right, this is a picture of my Tinder profile.
No,
You tell me
this
how many
is-
matches you think I'm going to get.
I have a picture, some old school. You grew up whatever in the '90s, right? Whatever, you were born in the '90s.
99. The last
barely.
one. Yeah, the last one.
Barely. Okay, well, I would say 2000s, whatever, because I feel like that's when we really grew up too, as well. There is a couple of lists of old video games, and I just want everybody to go around and pick their top 3 favorite video games.
Out of the pictures we see? Or
Out of the
just-
picture that Bazzo is gonna pull up here soon. By the way, Bazzo is here. He got a fucking leather jacket on.
Bozzy Osbourne.
He got
Hung as all hell.
Cock out.
Well, there's something-
everything.
jacket.
I don't know how close you are with Bazzo, but this is one thing that amazes me about it. Nice guy, hung, bro.
Yo,
You never get both. You either get an asshole hung or you get a nice guy,
He's
not
both.
hung.
Yo,
He's both,
so
man.
I
He's
see
both.
nice guy that fucks all the time.
Oh, that
That's
game for
Bazzo.
sure. That game for sure was badass.
Oh,
Yo,
Def Jam,
dude.
New York
Yeah.
City.
Who
Hold
was-
on, New York
Who was
City?
your to-go character in
Def
Def
Jam?
Jam? Yeah.
Oh, that's a great question. I don't even know if he wasn't even famous. It was like one of their made up characters.
Probably-
Just Blaze, that Blaze guy.
Exhibit.
Everybody just blazed though.
Exhibit was hard.
Nah, mine was Fat Joe. I used to always fight with Fat Joe.
Really, I
but-
like using Redman on there.
Yeah, shout out
Oh,
Fight to
Red
the
Man
Joe.
was hard.
50
Crazy
was hard.
Legs. Crazy Legs was crazy.
Is it that tall guy with the little
Then he would literally
newspaper
just
boy
break
hat?
dance?
Yeah,
Bro,
and kick you.
if fucking Bulletproof ain't on this fucking game,
Oh, 50 Cent.
50 Cent.
Dude, also
I'll be fucking pissed.
the main bad guy on this game was Snoop Dogg.
Oh, yeah.
Which is crazy because I will fucking vote Snoop Dogg right now, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why am I fighting
Why is
Snoop
he,
Dogg?
why is he the
dude?
boss character?
Yo, but
It's
Snoop
not even
Dogg's hard.
believable.
Snoop Dogg's hard as hell.
Shout out Fight for New York, man. I think there was a rumor that they were gonna do a new one, dude.
Oh,
Like a new
should.
Def Jam game. Well, imagine with rappers now, bro.
Go next. Can you go back
Yeah,
to
nobody
hella-
would,
hella
no
soft.
one would be throwing hands.
It'd be hella soft.
This one is goated, bro. This
Oh
one
yeah,
is goated.
San Andreas, dude.
I feel
GTA.
like no matter what, this is in my top 3. No matter what I see next,
Yo, San Andreas is.
it's all San Andreas and everything else, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, remember when you could make them real buff, dude? You come out the fucking gym just
Bro,
swole as hell.
I think this is the first
Okay.
game you can like make him throw up, make him fat, make him buff, make him everything if he's just eating a lot.
Yeah. You could
Dude,
like
and like
change 'em.
for that to be like a fucking the first game ever to like actually have like real life shit.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I think
fucking
there's a
crazy.
couple Grand Theft Autos before this one, though.
Nah, but like from like that, like you just make him eat a lot of the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
shit.
All right,
He'll be
what
throwing
other
up.
games do we have?
Oh,
That's
yo.
it.
I never
Classic.
played that one.
That was a
Yeah.
classic.
Mortal Kombat was a good.
Oh,
one.
bro, fucking
Next, Bazzo.
Shout out Tony Hawk one time. First of all, Tony Hawk had everything, bro. That boy was selling wallets. He was selling jeans.
Oh, Crash. Never really played
Crash
Crash.
Bandicoot. I never
I didn't
really
really
got
play it
into
either.
that.
Crash was like a hood, like Mario Kart, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Shout out Crash.
Oh,
Shout
no,
out
that's goated.
any
That's it
WWE
then.
game.
I played
That's
it a
it
little
then.
bit.
2006 specifically?
Any
or-
WWE. I mean, come on, Batista, John Cena on the cover, dude.
The golden years, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever played that. Dude. I never had a PlayStation 2.
That's one thing. Like I feel like we idolize a lot of the WWE attitude area, like Stone Cold and The Rock. But that's like before us, bro. Like The Rock, Batista, like that was like art. The Rock, Batista,
With John
Triple H,
Cena,
Randy
Rey
Orton,
Mysterio.
bro.
Yo, my parents told me they were gonna buy me a PlayStation 2.
Okay.
They never did.
They never fucking bought it. Dude, I'm 29 now. They told me that shit when I was 13.
You still asking for
I'm
it?
still waiting for it. I'm still waiting, dude. I never got a fucking PlayStation 2.
What's the
I don't
next
think you're
game
getting
we
it,
got?
brother.
I don't think so either, dude. So I never played this game, so I don't know what the fuck it is.
Okay, we got
Oh, what was that? Lil Wayne?
No. There should be a whole picture, man. That's what I needed. Yeah. But as he is looking that up. So right now we have for sure my top two, San Andreas and Def Jam. Everything else, honestly, Tony Hawk's hard, but I didn't really play it.
I think
growing up.
I think for me SmackDown versus Raw and Fight for New York.
I don't
say-
think mine are on here. I would say Mortal Kombat and Halo.
Oh, no, Mortal Kombat's on there now. Look at it now. Yo, Street 2 was hard as hell.
Go down these CDs and we'll
Street
see.
2 was a good one.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Street
True
2.
Crime was like
Like Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto, but you were a cop.
No, yeah. True Crime was hard. But dude, 50 Cent's game, yo, scoot over, Bazzo.
All right, Griffin,
Blood in the Sand. I think is what it's called.
pick your top three. So go through votes.
Top three. All right.
And go ahead and start.
San Andreas. Probably Street 2 because I remember that the
Okay,
most.
so you have
And,
Street 2.
50 Cent Bulletproof.
You're not gonna put Def Jam. We could go down to the rest of them.
Street 2 is the NFL game.
Yeah. There's like the most ghettoest.
You can like walk on the wall.
Yeah, the most ghettoest when
At
you
one
can get
point,
up in there.
Everybody's wearing tank tops and shit.
Yeah.
They had a gun at one point, dude. It was just
Like nobody was in uniform. They're just in tank tops.
It was the video game for the longest yard.
yeah.
You're about to hit a touchdown. He just shoots you.
Yo, man,
How's that
it's
fair?
just tank tops, Timbs, and fucking cargo shorts.
You have an
That's it.
injury on the plate. We got to take off your quarterback. He just got shot.
That's it.
All right, yo, I'm gonna say Grand Theft Auto for sure, and then I'm gonna say SmackDown versus Raw, the one with Batista and John Cena. And it's hard between Def Jam and Mortal Kombat, but I'm gonna say Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say number one, SmackDown versus Raw for obvious reasons.
Number one?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say number two, Here Comes the Pain with Brock Lesnar in the cover right there.
Oh, you're doing two WWE games.
Yeah, dude. You could drive like cars in there and like run people over, which is insane. And then I'm gonna go last one. I'm gonna go with that San Andreas, man. San Andreas is just iconic.
Everybody.
You could do two players. You and your little brother could play, but you have to you have to go to like that little girl's house. She hops in the car.
Yeah,
and
you
like
gotta
a
do
whole
some
deal.
crazy shit.
Yeah. L up, stick, right, left.
All the cheat
O.
codes.
Yeah.
What about you, Miguel? What would you choose out of this list?
I'm gonna have to say probably GTA San Andreas
Bro,
too.
that's everybody's
it's
list.
just goated. It's just a goated.
It made
game.
everybody's list,
It's just
right?
a goated. You can ask anybody. Like we can walk out right now and they'll say GTA.
Yeah.
Probably Mortal Kombat and then probably Street 2. I like playing that one on the Xbox.
Good
Bro,
one.
True Crimes, it's hard. True Crimes is hard.
I would say State of Emergency, man. Really, really underrated.
Never
and I
played
feel
it.
like slept on.
What
It's
was that?
good.
I
It's
never
good.
played it. I never played it.
It's a lot of fun. It's literally just causing chaos is all it is.
True Crime was like literally like what Kevin said earlier. It's GTA. It's
You're a cop.
You're just a cop, so no one that comes to arrest you.
Yeah, no, you just fucking shit up as a cop. Like literally, like today.
So if people wanted to reach out to you, be a part of this organization, what is it that they have to do?
They can check out our Instagram, our Facebook. What else do we have on the website? Yeah, definitely our website at lastforluis.org, correct? Yeah, lastforluis.org.
Volunteer, run, anything on there.
Yeah, we're welcoming runners, volunteers, anyone who really wants to participate, or if you need therapies, hit us up too. Everything's private, NDAs, you know.
Right, of course.
No,
Of
Kelvin
course.
from the Stanley Only Boys is here. He's here to get therapy.
Oh, no,
How are you doing
I
today?
wanted to try to do like therapy and stuff.
And why
like
haven't you, can I ask?
I don't know, dude. Like I really don't know.
You could just give it a try, and if you don't like it, then you don't have to go back.
Like I've always. I think it's just me personally. Like I don't like making doctor's appointments.
Oh yeah.
And like I don't like going to the doctor. Like it's just I don't know, some anxiety I have.
Well,
like,
right now they do a lot of online things. Like I know,
Yeah.
like BetterHelp. You know, they sponsor a lot of podcasts.
But I've always thought like, you don't know, like I want to see what it is, like how it is, or like try it
Yeah.
out. See, like maybe like they can like uncover some like long, like something I like
down
buried
home.
deep down.
Yeah, but also if you don't need it, you don't need it. You know, either.
Yeah.
You know.
But how do you guys get people like in touch with these therapists? Is it always the same one, or is it like different ones?
No, they actually get to choose their therapist.
Whoa.
Or like we work with certain therapists like that we recommend or something like that. But other than that, therapy is something that you should be comfortable with, you know. So we give them that freedom to, you know, go see who they want to see.
Wow,
you
you
know?
said so far over 100 people you guys have paid for the therapy.
Yeah.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
100 therapy sessions. Yep.
It's dope.
It's beautiful. And I guess, gentlemen, I guess we're ready to get out of here. Anything else you guys need to say, do, feel like you need to get off your chest right now?
30 things you're thankful for right now.
Boom.
Waking up,
Beautiful, man.
my friends, and then just the ability to be able to live how I do. You know, my hands work, my mind works. I'm able to get up and go to work, go to school, do things that other people can't. So I'm always thankful.
What you going to school for?
I do biotech right
My
now.
boy's a scientist. My boy is
Oh,
a
he's a
scientist.
chemist.
He's
I was
a
going to get out of
chemist.
here and not even ask him, right?
Yeah,
He's a chemist.
Yeah, my
He's
boy
a
out here.
chemist. He's a chemist.
My boy out here
Yo,
fixing
literally,
gravity.
by the
Nobody
way,
want to talk about it.
Look at this picture real quick, guys. It'll be in there.
Wow, that's a crazy picture.
Yo, that
What are
boy,
we
that boy
looking at?
chemist,
Literally,
chemist as hell.
it's literally Miguel showing me something on his phone as we're taking these pictures. Actually, it's right there. You can probably grab it.
Wow.
Yeah. Hold on, Ball's gonna grab
That's
it
amazing.
here. Do you remember doing this at all, Miguel?
Yeah, a little bit. I found one of the pictures, like one of those, in my jacket from that night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it was like 3 different strips. So it was a little bit of context. One of D Food's parties, I think.
Yeah, it was St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, it's St. Patty's Day. Oh yeah. And so whatever.
Hosted-
Did he
hosted
chug?
by
You didn't
SOB.
chug?
I don't chug. I really can't chug.
Okay.
bag of-
You should have. You probably would have won.
But it's I can't.
Not
do
now.
that.
Not now that George is drinking again.
I don't
I'm back.
spring
I'm back.
drink. I marathon drink.
I'm back. But
I'm getting messed up, brother. I'm here.
Oh, this is it. This is the picture.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there we are.
Can you
you're in the jean jacket.
zoom into that last one there, dude?
Oh, you were jean jacket out, bro.
That was literally you showing me something.
Yeah. I don't know. It was probably
That's
like
hard.
it was probably like a science experiment
was.
or something.
It
I think it was like
you.
some research
It was
stuff.
like, yo, literally, dude, I'm a scientist. Look, and then you're like, as you do it in like a full like lab like code and everything. You're,
I think
like,
I was
mixing-
doing RNA extractions.
That's
for a
hard.
research
That's
lab.
hard. Look at you.
Wow, tongue out. Why my tongue out like that, bro?
Oh no, you freaky as hell.
No, but I have a
You freaky as hell.
I have a mean finger tongue technique, dude. It's pretty
Oh,
good.
yo, finger and
Yo,
tongue take
yo,
that.
God, okay, let's not.
Yo.
All right,
Extra
yo, hold on.
concentrate
On
right
that,
now.
on that fucking topic.
I have a
let's just
challenge.
go
I
ahead.
have a challenge right now. I give any girl 10 seconds. You know, it's over.
God.
It's over, dude.
That takes us to what? To climax?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That's how good my technique is, though.
So, last for Luis, closing statements.
Reach out. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And, you know, there's always somebody out there for you that's willing to help you.
Thank you. And I know, man, we all laughs here and we love to have a good time. We're all about a good time. But take care of yourself. Don't be ashamed to feel like something's wrong with you. Reach out to that person. Because even though for some reason you would think the world is better off without you, I promise you,
It's not.
there is one person here in this world that loves that you're here and would hate to be at your funeral bearing you. So reach out to somebody. Have a good day. Take care of yourselves.
Yo, reach out to us if you need anything. I mean, we're all 3 of us, 4 of us, Bazzo. We all run the Instagram account. I mean, if y'all need somebody to talk to, if y'all just need a vent, man, we're here.
But
Like, it ain't nothing.
Reach out to Last Release too. We got you.
Yeah,
So-
and if you don't believe it, like look at people who survived things like this. You know, they're always grateful that somebody helped them or somebody was there and they made it.
No, yeah, for sure. It always gets better. So just hang in there.
Boom.
Thank you guys. We'll
Yeah,
see you
thanks.
next
Thanks
week.
for having me, guys.
No, thank you, brother.
Yeah.
See you there. By the way, who thinks it'll run the fastest? Fastest time.
I have
definitely
no
me.
clue.
Definitely me.
Yeah.
Here we go.